Imagine you're at work, right? And your boss walks up to your desk looking really stressed out.
Oh, that is never a good sign.
No, it's terrible.
Yeah.
So they ask you this very important question, like, did you send that contract to the big client?
Oh,
Yeah, and you panic for a second because the truth is, you didn't send it.
right. You're totally behind schedule.
Exactly. I mean, you plan to send it in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But because you're nervous, you accidentally say, I didn't send it already.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And your boss just looks completely confused.
Completely. They don't know if the client has the contract or if they don't have it. Like, did you send it? Are you going to send it?
Yeah, that tiny, tiny mistake just created a huge communication problem.
It really did. Okay, let's unpack this. We are looking at 3 tiny words today for this deep dive. The words are already, yet, and still.
Just 3 little words.
Right. And if you look them up in a dictionary, they all seem to relate to time. This seems so simple.
Yeah,
You know?
they do. But they are actually huge traps for learners. What's fascinating here is that because these words are so common, mastering them gives a huge boost to natural-sounding English.
I completely agree.
Yeah, so our mission today is to look really closely at these 3 words. We're going to speak clearly, take it step by step, and use simple examples.
So you, the learner listening right now, don't feel overwhelmed.
Exactly. We want to help you understand exactly how they work. Because when you use each one, you don't just sound like you're reading a textbook. You sound natural.
You sound like a native speaker. I think a big problem is just how we picture English grammar in our heads.
What do you mean?
Well, we focus so much on the big action verbs, right? Like run or eat or
Yeah,
sleep.
the action itself.
Yeah, but verbs are just like train cars.
Yeah.
These 3 words, already, yet, and still, they are the train tracks.
Oh, I love that.
They tell the listener exactly where the action is on the timeline. Like, has the train arrived? Is it waiting at the station? Or is it just moving without stopping?
That is a fantastic way to picture it. English really relies on these helper words to give time its feeling.
So true.
So let's look at the first situation. Imagine your train arrives at the station early. You beat the clock.
So the action is completely finished in the past.
Exactly. And this is where we find our first word, already.
Okay, so already is for a done deal. It is over. Finished.
Right. We use already to mean something happened before now, or maybe it happened earlier than we expected it to.
Earlier than expected. Okay.
Yeah, it shows that an action is totally complete. And a very good rule to remember for you listening at home is that we mostly use already in positive sentences.
Positive sentences. Let me make sure I really understand the feeling of this word.
Sure.
So is using already kind of like excitedly saying yes to a question before someone even finishes asking it?
Oh, yes.
Like you're crossing the finish line and holding up a trophy? I did it.
Yes. That is a great description. It often feels like a fast, satisfying yes. Let's build a clear example for our listeners. Imagine you wake up very early. You're hungry, so you eat a really big breakfast.
Lots of eggs and toast.
Right. And then 2 hours later, a friend calls you and asks, "Hey, are you hungry? Do you want to get lunch?"
Oh, do you want lunch?
And you can confidently say, "No thanks, I already ate."
Ah, I see. The eating is in the past. It's completely done.
Right. It happened before now. Here are a few more simple ones. She already finished her homework.
Good one.
Or, we already watched that movie. You see, the action is finished and the sentence is positive.
Okay, but I have a question about where this word actually lives in a sentence.
Okay, let's hear it.
I noticed you said, I already ate, and she already finished. It seems like already is always pushing its way right in front of the main action.
You noticed a very important pattern there. Already usually comes right before the main verb, the action word.
Like, I already know.
Exactly. Or, we already bought the tickets. It sits right before know and bought.
What happens if I try to use it in a negative way?
Like how?
Well, what if I say to my boss, going back to our first story, what if I say, I didn't already send the email?
Oh, your boss will look so confused again.
Really?
Yes, that is a very common mistake. Native speakers almost never use already with a negative word like didn't or haven't.
It just sounds wrong.
It fights against the meaning. Already wants to be a positive, finished thing.
Ah, okay. I hear English learners make this mistake a lot, actually.
They really do.
In fact, let's talk about another mistake. Let's do a mini practice for the listener. I'll give you 2 sentences, and you tell everyone why one of them feels so wrong.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay, listen closely. Sentence 1, I already cleaned my room. Sentence 2, I yet cleaned my room.
Well, the second one, I yet cleaned my room. That sounds completely broken to a native speaker.
Broken. Why?
It breaks two big rules. First, it is a positive sentence about a finished action, which means it needs already.
Right, because already means it's a done deal.
Exactly. And second, the word yet does not belong in front of the main verb like that. It just sounds completely unnatural.
Okay, so if already is for when I beat the clock and the action is finished, what happens if the clock is beating me?
Ah.
What if I am behind schedule and I haven't done the thing?
Well, that changes the reality of time completely. If an action is not finished, but we expect it to be finished soon, we enter the waiting game.
The waiting game.
Yes. And that naturally brings us to our second word, yet.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Already is the finished past, but yet it feels full of expectation, doesn't it?
It does.
It feels like we were looking at our watches, tapping our feet.
Exactly. The word yet means something has not happened until now. But, and this is the most important part, we believe it will happen later.
So we are actively waiting for it.
Yes. And because we are talking about things that haven't happened, we use yet in negative sentences and in questions.
Okay, wait, let me pause you there. Already is for positive sentences.
Right.
And yet is for negative sentences and questions.
You got it.
But if I am speaking fast in a real conversation, I need a quick mental trick. How can I tell them apart in a split second?
Okay, try this simple trick. It's really easy. Think of already as the word yes.
Already equals yes.
Right, and think of yet as the phrase not now.
Already equals yes. Yet equals not now. I really like that. It is very fast.
It works perfectly. Let's use it in real life. Imagine your stomach is empty. It is lunchtime. You say, I haven't eaten yet.
The action of eating has not happened. Not now.
But it probably will happen soon. Or imagine you're waiting for a friend at a coffee shop.
Okay.
You check your phone and you tell the waiter, she hasn't arrived yet.
So she isn't here right now, but you expect her to walk through that door any minute.
Exactly.
I see. It's a negative sentence. We're using haven't and hasn't, but it still has a hopeful feeling. The action is just delayed.
Yes, delayed expectation.
What about questions, though?
Oh, questions use yet perfectly. Imagine a teacher looking at a student and asking, have you finished yet?
Or if you're waiting in the rain for a bus, you might ask, has the bus come yet?
Perfect example.
Now, I noticed something about the placement of the word.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. With already, the word was sort of hiding in the middle of the sentence, right before the verb.
Mm-hmm.
But with yet, it seems to love the end of the sentence. Like, has the bus come yet? It's the very last word.
Yes. You spotted it, yet almost always goes at the very end of the sentence or the question.
Good to know.
It acts almost like a final period or a question mark. It completely closes the thought.
Okay, let's test this with another common learner mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give our listeners a little practice.
Sounds fun.
Let's say I am doing a really big project for work, and you ask me if I am done. Which answer sounds correct to you?
Okay, I'm ready.
Choice A, I haven't finished yet, or choice B, I haven't finished already.
Oh, choice A is the only natural answer there. I haven't finished yet.
Why is choice B so bad?
Because choice B, I haven't finished already, mixes a negative word haven't with a positive time word already.
Like two cars crashing into each other.
Exactly. It sounds so jarring. You must use yet because the action hasn't happened. It's a negative sentence, and it sits perfectly at the very end.
Okay, so we have the finished action with already,
Right.
and we have the waiting action with yet.
Yes.
But, you know, life isn't just about finishing things or waiting for things.
That's true.
Sometimes things just keep happening. What if there is no finish line in sight?
That naturally introduces our final word today. It deals with an unchanging situation. The word is still.
Still.
Yeah.
Such a short word, but when you say it out loud, it feels kind of long. It feels stretched out.
That is the perfect way to describe it, actually, because the meaning of still is that a situation continues.
It just keeps going.
Yes. It started in the past, it is happening right now, and it hasn't changed.
It reminds me of watching a movie, but you've lost the remote control.
Oh, that's a good comparison.
You can't pause the movie.
Yeah.
You can't stop it or fast forward it.
Yeah.
The action just keeps playing and playing on the screen without a break.
That is exactly the feeling of the word still. If we connect this to the bigger picture, still connects the past directly to this exact moment.
There's no break at all.
None. The action is alive. For example, I'm still working. That means I started working 3 hours ago, and I am working right now as we speak. I never stopped.
Or what about a sleeping baby? You look in the room and whisper, she's still sleeping.
Right. Do not make a noise.
Right, because she started sleeping, and she continues to sleep right now.
Exactly. Or they're still waiting. Or he still loves football.
The situation just continues.
Now, where does still usually go in a sentence?
It usually goes right in the middle, just before the main action word or right after the be verb.
Like he is still waiting.
Yes, or she still lives here.
You know, still is really interesting to me because it doesn't just give us the time. I feel like it gives us emotion, too.
What kind of emotion?
Well, sometimes it shows surprise. Like, if I look at my watch and it is 2 o'clock in the morning, and I look at you and say, wow, you're still awake. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I am completely shocked that the action of being awake is continuing.
That emotional weight is huge in spoken English. Think about the difference between saying, I love you, and I still love you.
Oh, wow, yeah. That's a big difference.
I love you is just a fact for today. But I still love you, that carries the weight of all the past years.
It means despite the time passing, or maybe despite arguments or distance, the feeling never stopped.
Exactly. It's very powerful.
That is a really beautiful way to look at it. Okay, let's take a deep breath here.
Good idea.
We have explored the mechanics of all three words. I want to smoothly summarize the rules for you, the listener, so you have a really solid foundation before we move on.
Let's do it.
Listen to this simple breakdown. Already, it happened. Yet, it hasn't happened. Still, it continues.
Let me repeat that because it is so important for learners to remember. Already, it happened. Yet, it hasn't happened. Still, it continues.
Now, learning the definition is one thing. But to truly remember these words, you need to see how they change the meaning of the exact same situation.
Oh, this is my favorite way to practice.
Putting them side by side, right?
Yes. It really shows you the incredible power these tiny words have over a simple sentence.
Let's use a very common scenario. Doing your homework. The main verb here is finish. Listen to how the story changes. Sentence 1. I already finished my homework.
The story here is victory. The homework is done. You can go outside and play. The action is a completely done deal.
Right. Sentence 2. I haven't finished my homework yet.
The story here is expectation. The homework is not finished, but you are planning to do it soon. You are just playing the waiting game.
And sentence 3. I am still doing my homework.
The story here is continuous effort. You are sitting at your desk with a pencil in your hand right now.
The lost remote control.
Exactly. The movie keeps playing. Do not interrupt.
It really is amazing how the reality of the room changes just by swapping one single word.
Let's try another scenario.
Okay, let's do leaving a party. Sentence 1. She already left.
Well, if you are looking for her, you are too late. She isn't here anymore. The action of leaving is complete.
Sentence 2. She hasn't left yet.
Oh, you can still catch her. She is still at the party. She probably has her coat on. She's ready to go, but she hasn't walked out the door.
Sentence 3. She is still waiting.
The action of waiting just continues. The situation hasn't changed since the last time you checked on her.
Let's do one more of these. This time, I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay, I'm ready.
Have you eaten yet? Now, give me 3 different possible answers, depending on your real-life situation.
Okay, if my stomach is empty and I am looking at a restaurant menu, I will say, no, not yet.
Because it hasn't happened.
Right. If my stomach is full and I feel great, I will say, yes, I already ate.
The finished action.
Exactly. And if I actually have a sandwich in my hand and I'm chewing while I talk to you, I will say, I'm still eating.
So what does this all mean? It means understanding context is the absolute secret to mastering English. It really is.
You can know 1,000 different verbs, but if you don't know how to place them in time using these helper words, you just can't tell an accurate story.
That is so true. Vocabulary words are just pieces of a puzzle. Words like already, yet, and still are the glue that holds the puzzle together so people can actually see the real picture.
Now that you, the listener, understand how they compare side by side, it is time to really test this knowledge.
Yes, it's quiz time.
I want to run a slow, interactive quiz. For each sentence, I am going to leave a blank. I want you to guess the missing word. Already, yet, or still.
And I will explain the answer after you guess.
Exactly. I'll pause for 2 seconds so you can guess at home, and then my expert friend here will give the answer. Ready? Let's try number 1. I blank watched this movie.
Okay, let me think about the mechanics here. The sentence is positive. The action of watching is finished in the past. And the blank is right before the main verb. So the word must be already. I already watched this movie.
Spot on. You beat the clock. Let's try number 2. have you finished blank?
Oof.
This is a question. The action is something we are expecting or waiting for. And the biggest clue. The blank is at the very end of the sentence, so it has to be yet. Have you finished yet?
Perfect. Number 3, I'm blank, waiting.
Let's see. The waiting started in the past, and it is happening right now. It is a continuous action, like that movie that won't pause. So the word is still, I'm still waiting.
Excellent. Number 4, she hasn't called blank. This is a negative sentence because we hear the word hasn't. We are waiting for a phone call that hasn't happened, and the blank is sitting at the very end. That is the natural home for yet. She hasn't called yet.
You are on a roll. Let's do number 5. He blank lives with his parents.
This is an unchanging situation. He lived there before, and he continues to live there now. The blank is right before the main verb, so it's still. He still lives with his parents.
Last one, number 6. We blank bought our tickets. The tickets are in our hands. The action is complete. It is a positive sentence, so we definitely use already. We already bought our tickets.
That was great. If you guessed those right at home, you are doing incredibly well.
Truly. It's not easy at first.
But let's step out of the quiz format and into the real world. We want to hear how native speakers combine these words in daily life.
Let's break down 2 very common conversations. It shows how these words just live together naturally.
Let's hear the first one.
Imagine 2 friends, Anna and Ben, and they are getting ready to go out. Anna knocks on the door and asks, "Are you ready?" Ben answers, "Not yet. I'm still getting dressed."
Let's pause right there. That is a brilliant combination. Ben used 2 of our words in like 2 seconds.
You really did.
He says not yet, meaning the action of being ready is a waiting game. It hasn't happened.
Right.
Then he says, I'm still getting dressed. The action of dressing is the lost remote control.
Yeah.
It is happening right now, continuously.
Exactly. And then Anna replies to him. She sighs and says, "Really? I already finished."
She uses already because her action of getting ready is a done deal. She beat the clock.
Yes. Let's look at another one. A mother talking to her teenage son.
Oh, this should be good.
The mom walks into his room and asks, "Have you cleaned your room yet?"
Notice how she builds that question. She uses yet at the very end.
Right. She expects the room to be clean, but she is looking around and isn't sure if it happened. She's checking the status of the waiting game.
And what does the son say?
The son looks up from his desk and says, "Not yet. I'm still doing my homework."
There is that combination again. Not yet.
Yeah.
For the unfinished room. The delay.
Yep.
And still for the continuing homework.
Mm-hmm.
The endless action.
Yep. And the mom, feeling a little frustrated, replies, "Okay, but your sister already cleaned hers."
The sister is the winner here. Her room is clean. The action is completely finished already.
Exactly.
I really want you, the listener, to notice how incredibly normal these dialogues sound.
They do. They're everywhere.
This isn't stiff textbook English. We aren't using huge, complicated vocabulary words. We are just placing simple actions on a timeline. This is exactly how people talk in kitchens and living rooms every single day.
It really is the natural rhythm of the language. English relies heavily on this rhythm.
Yeah.
When you start using already, yet, and still correctly, you stop translating words directly from your native language and you start joining the actual music of English.
That's a great way to put it. Okay, we are coming to the end of our deep dive today. I want to give you a final memory trick.
The most important takeaway.
If you forget everything else we talked about today, lock these simple definitions into your mind.
Listen closely.
Already equals it happened. It equals it hasn't happened. Still equals it continues.
Those are the golden rules. It happened, it hasn't happened, it continues.
And to give you something physical to practice, memorize these 3 simple sentences. Say them out loud when you're alone today. I already ate. I haven't eaten yet. I'm still eating.
Yes, I already ate. I haven't eaten yet. I'm still eating.
If you can truly understand the difference between those 3 realities, you already understand one of the most important grammar concepts in the entire English language.
This raises an important question, though.
What's that?
Now that you know these mechanical rules, how do you make them permanent in your brain? How do you stop thinking so hard and start feeling them naturally in conversation?
That's the real challenge. What is your actionable advice for a learner right now?
My best advice is to become a detective when you listen.
A detective.
Yes. Tomorrow, when you watch a movie in English or maybe a YouTube vlog or listen to a podcast, open your ears specifically for these 3 words.
Don't just let them pass by.
Exactly. Every single time you hear a native speaker say already, yet, or still, pause for a second. Ask yourself why they use that word.
Was the person talking about a done deal?
Right? Or were they playing a waiting game?
Or describing an unchanging situation?
Yes. When you ask why, you build a natural habit.
That is fantastic advice. Active listening. When you do that, you stop thinking about grammar rules on a chalkboard, and you start noticing the psychology of the speakers. You build natural memory.
Exactly. You start feeling the language instead of just doing math with it.
Before we sign off, I want to leave you with a final provocative thought to explore on your own.
Oh, I love these.
Think about your own native language for a second. The language you grew up speaking every day. How does your language handle time?
It's a great question.
Do you have 3 completely separate vocabulary words for already, yet, and still? Or do you just change the grammar tenses to show time?
Right, because in many languages, if you want to show that something is finished or continuing or expected, you simply change the ending of the verb itself. You have dozens of verb forms.
But English is different. English verbs are actually quite lazy. Eat, ate, eaten. That is almost all you get.
It's true.
Instead of changing the verb ending 100 times, English uses these separate helper words already, yet, still, and builds a little house around the verb to show the time.
Comparing English to how your native language handles time like this can result in a massive aha moment.
You really can.
You suddenly realize you shouldn't try to translate your complex verb endings into English directly. You just need to use the simple English verb and add the right time traveler word next to it.
It is a totally different way of building a sentence. And now, you have the blueprints.
You absolutely do.
You have the tools to make your English clear, natural, and accurate. No more confusing the boss with, "I didn't send it already."
Definitely avoid that one.
Good luck practicing these concepts out in the wild. We thank you so much for spending your time listening to this deep dive, and we enthusiastically invite you to join us for our next English learning session.
Keep listening and keep practicing.
Remember that every small word you master is a huge step forward. Take care.